welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm Tina with Hanging with Frugal Tina. Welcome one, welcome all. So I was scouring the internet for something to do differently than what I've been doing, and I came across a recipe somewhere in Google. It's called Peachy Salsa pork chops. It sounded really good. I don't know how it's going to taste, but we're going to find out. So let's get it, let's go. Let's see if those pots, come on. All right, here's what you're going to need to make the pork chops. You can use any cut of pork chop that you want. I got these because they were $1.79 a pound. So it was $6.73. That's, you know, this meal is a little pricey for me, but I am feeding a lot of people. So you're going to need the pork chops, some salsa, some taco seasoning, some peach preserves, and some olive oil. Let's get to getting. First thing I'm going to do is get the pork chops out, and I'm going to rinse my meat. I'm probably going to make this with either a Lipton side and maybe a canned vegetable or something like that. I'm going to take a vote if the kids want the sides or if they want mashed potatoes. If it was up to me, it's always mashed potatoes. I love them, can't get enough of them. But I'm going to leave it up to the majority. Okay, my pork chops are all rinsed off and we're getting ready to start. I think there might have been 7 in there. I lost track, but they're huge, so that'll feed my family. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take some taco seasoning. I'm doubling the recipe, but I'll leave the actual recipe in the bottom, meaning the description box below. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some taco seasoning and put it in a bag. And you're going to add the pork chops to it and shake them, like shake and bake, to coat. So let me move you up. All right, now don't laugh at my bag, because apparently I bought a box of Ziploc baggies, and the entire bags are all, boop, just like that. You go to unzip it, that's what happens. So I have none. So I just got a regular old bag, and that's what I'm going to use. I made sure it was clean, though. It's right in the bowl. I'm going to put some of the taco seasoning in the bottom. And I'm going to put some pork chops in and give them an good old-fashioned shaking. I'm not trying to put too many in at one time. I'll do 3 of them. And then we're going to give that a shaky shake. I'm going to try and do it. No, I'm not. I'm just going to shake it. Let me do that off camera. All right, I'm going to add the rest to the bag and shake it. I'll show you what they look like once they're done being all shook up. Okay, they're going to look something like that, but all of them. I have the rest still sitting in a bag. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the frying pan. I'm going to have to do mine in batches because I have so many. I don't really think I need as many pork chops as I have, but that's what's in the package. All right, so I got some olive oil in the pan. I hit it with a little bit of vegetable oil to raise the temperature, the smoke point, because they want it on medium high. So that's why I did that. I feel like it's going to smoke up the house. So because my pork chops are so big, I got to cook in batches, and I think I have to go to the oven and not cook it stovetop. So you won't have to do that. See how big that pork chop is? Here comes an even bigger one. So we're going to cook these 2 minutes on each side to sear them. I think I have too much oil in the pan too. It's only supposed to be a couple of tablespoons, but we'll be all right. The vote was taken, and they said mashed potatoes, yes. Yay me. I was hoping they weren't going to say rice or Lipton side. So let me give that 2 minutes to cook and then I'll show you. So I flipped that one over already. A couple of minutes each side. I want to keep the bone in. Try and keep some of the moisture in. Seems to be more moist, I don't know what the word is, when you keep the bone in. 2 minutes each side. So these are ready to come out and set aside so we can get the rest of the pork chops done. And if you weren't making more pork chops, you still need to take them out and set them to the side. Last 2 pork chops are done. I'm going to take the pork chops out and I'll be back to show you what to do with the rest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the salsa. I'm going to add this entire jar. It called for chunky salsa, but this is what I had. I had a little bit of an open jar of Tostitos, so I'm going to throw that in there as well. This is what was left. Boop. And then I'm going to add the peach preserves. And again, I'm not telling you the amount I'm using because I'm doubling it, ish. A little bit more than double. So now that everything's mixed together, we're just going to let it warm through. If you're cooking it stovetop like it's meant to be, you would add your pork chops back to the salsa and the peach marmalade. I hope my camera was running when I added all that in. I feel like it wasn't. Let me get that to a little bit of a simmer. Okay, so we got a little bit of a simmer, very slightly. I'm gonna remove this from the heat and get the other pork chops. Okay, I did the best I could. There were 7 pork chops. That's an odd number, but that's what I got. There's 3 right there, and then 2 and 2. So I'm going to try to do it all in one pan, as if I was doing it stovetop, but not. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the sauce that we made. I tasted this sauce just for the sake of tasting it to see what it tastes like. It's kind of sweet, but not as sweet as you would think it was by putting all of that in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do this. It's kind of heavy. So I'm going to pour it down over top, and I'm coming from the side, so it's a little bit hard. There we go. And we're just going to pour it down over top. Ooh, that looks yummy. Look at all those chunks in there. It's chunkier than I thought it was. Scrape out the pan. Gotta get all the juices. All the bits off the bottom. I didn't scrape those out. I left the bits and the kibbles and bits in there. So if you're doing it my way, I'm going to cover this up and I'm gonna stick it in the oven for a little while, for about 10 or 15. And we're just gonna let everything marry together. Somehow, some way, it's gonna be cohesive. All right, I'm gonna cover it. I think that's what I'm gonna cover it. Decision is made. And in the oven she goes, 10 or 15 on a low setting. I have mine 350. All right, put it in the oven. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, this is looking yummy. Hold on. Boom. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Hold on. There you go. You get a better look at it from a distance. That is looking delicious. I cannot wait to eat that. So I'm going to plate it up and I'll meet you at the plate. And there's my plate. I cannot wait. I usually say that at the table, but I'm saying it now. And I'm going to meet you at the table. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. We're at the table. You scared me. I said it over there. I really, really can't wait. It looks good. It smells good. And I got a massive plate. There's no way I'm eating all of this. But let's dive right in. I think I got a big old bite over here. I don't know what's ding-dinging, but we're going to keep going. You ready? Mm-hmm. Go. It does not taste like I expected. The taco gives it a little bit of heat for some reason. I don't know why. It's a little spice. Really good. You think so?
Yeah.
It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. It's a little sweet, but not as sweet as I thought.
Really just amazing.
You think it's amazing? I think it's a must try. You have to try this one. This is really good. And if you can't cook it on the stove, do like I did. Cook it in the oven. All right. Trying to swallow the food in my mouth. Let me get everybody else fed, and we'll see you at the wrap-up. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye, Eric. Dinner's over. How do they like it? Booyah! Look at that. 2 pork chops left, and we are stuffed. Let's see what everybody else thought about it. Eric, you could start.
It was delicious.
You ate a bunch, didn't you? Aiden, what'd you think?
I loved it.
Nikki, baby?
It was great.
It was great. Tyler, what did you think? That's the first time we've had this, so what did you think about it?
It was excellent and loved it.
Awesome. Jessie's got her hands up. Let's go with it. Go ahead.
Well, first of all that juice is going to be mine. Just first and foremost. Second,
She's taking the leftovers to work.
that pork chop is going in my lunch bag. Because it's delicious, and I want to try it on chicken, Mom.
That's what I said. I think that would be good on chicken.
You got to make it with chicken.
It might be good on some fried chicken, but like chicken wings or something.
Listen, I'm making an announcement.
Making a request, huh?
I want to drink the juice. It's amazing.
All righty.
20 out of 10.
How you gonna follow that, Blaze? What'd you think about it?
I thought it was really good.
And he's not a pork chop eater. So what did I think? I thought it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was going to go down the way that it did. It went down very well, as a matter of fact. I didn't think you're going to be able to taste the taco seasoning because of the salsa, but you did kind of. Had a little spice in the background. I thought it was going to be super sweet because it had peach preserves in it. Was not. It was sweet, but not that sweet. And I wasn't really sure how the salsa and the peach preserves were going to kind of roll together, but whoever put that combination together knew what they were doing. It was delicious. So there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment, please. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.